Howdy folks, welcome back to SnowRunner, the story of Dimka. In the last one, I know the audio quit towards the end of the previous video. I sneezed and I covered the mic to so I wouldn't blow your eardrums out, and then the audio quit. I don't know if it's got, let's get going, if it's got something that limits how loud the audio can be, and the sneeze overshot it, or I don't know, it's crazy. Sometimes I have problems like that, other times but at any rate, I loaded these two crates in the hopes that one of them is consumables. And then when I went to the oil barrels job, I noticed that it will now tell me where to put oil barrels. So we got one in front of that stuff and one behind it. I don't know why it says truck with crane is recommended unless you need the crane to offload the stuff. That could get hairy with one all the way in the back, but oh well. Might have to detach. Bump. I thought one of these loading docks, like this new loading dock here, would start working. Nope. I know it looks like the arrow's right in front of us, but these have to go all the way down to the fuel station. Long frickin' drive. But on the way there, no, all of those are done, so it's got to be over here. On the way there is the consumables at the farm over here. You have to go through there anyways, regardless of whether I can deliver consumables or not. Not sure it would make that. Drill bit is still a mystery. Map shows it's at the farm. When you go to the farm, it's not there. And it disappeared off the trailer that it was on. So we may never get that job done. But as we speak, I am downloading the video. It's almost, well, it's somewhere between 300 and 400 megabytes. As slow as my internet connection is, it will probably take 3 or 4 hours to download. I downloaded a mod, the JB edition of the GMC, 9500 or something. The first GMC, the first truck you get in SnowRunner, we started through the Back River. First truck we get is a GMC. 2-wheel drive, highway tires. I mean, only power to the rear axle. There's no all-wheel drive. Highway tires. And you do eventually get to upgrade as you play along, as you rank up, as you find upgrades. You get to upgrade the GMC. But this JB edition of the GMC looks like awesome. Spawned it, put it together, and drove it around for a couple of minutes. And left it down by the concrete plant, just on the off chance that I was able to do the drill bit. After the drill bit, you need to right here's my spot inside this yard. Well, I remember seeing that earlier. I came through and noticed that there was a delivery square there. Anyways, I was saying, if I happen to do the drill bit, the next segment would be 2 pallets of concrete. Okay, here we go. Let's see if I have consumables on this trailer. I might not. I do, in fact. 1 of 1, it says. Out frickin' standing. Task completed for consumables. Have no idea what that is, but it's on the truck until I unload the oil, at least. There's lots of crates like that sitting all over those factory areas. But there was only one stack that was 3 crates on a pallet. Oh, by the way, the new GMC can have big fat tires like that, but I actually put dualies on it. They're still studded mud and ice tires, but they're dualies. And they're not quite as fat as that. The two of them together are about as fat as one of those. Maybe a little wider. You can take those fat tires and do dualies with those. You can put two of those fat tires side by side. It looks ridiculously wide. I wonder if that roadblock down there ever cleared up. I doubt it. Never did anything in the game to make it clear up. Take the short way down this side, since getting a big trailer onto that narrow roadway is not a concern. Where does Tega go? It's just got chain dualies on it, but it sure eats up the snow. Didn't like that pressure ridge very much, but it was the straightest shot to this hill. See, no drill bit. And I got rid of the Ural Typhoon that was sitting there. There was no reason for it to sit there. The only reason I haven't gotten rid of the evacuator with its trailer is because I'm still hoping to pick up the drill bit somewhere. Maybe when it disappeared it went down there. I don't know. That new GMC is over there where you pick up concrete. Maybe I'll show it to you before I end the recording. I always thought it was funny that these gigantic black crows were circling the church. I always thought that was like a sign we should pick up something there or whatever. But apparently not. Maybe it's just a sign that there's a bunch of dead bodies in there. I don't see a drill bit anywhere. Those loads we hauled in there just put a concrete deck on that foundation, but it didn't complete the building. There's like a bunch of lumber back there that you could complete the building with, but there's no job to do that. I'm not going to try and take that short turn with this long trailer. I'll go wide, nice and wide. I'm in no hurry really, because without finding the drill bit, this is the last job. And the stupid thing is that I did find the drill bit. And I put it on a trailer, and I hauled it down there, and the damn thing would not pack, would not let me deliver it. Well, it won't let me deliver it because it won't pack. I think that's a glitch. Personally, I think that was a glitch, that it wouldn't let me pack it. If I had just been able to pack it, I could have delivered it. But now it's gone. It totally freaked out, and it's completely gone. So I'm not going to worry about it anymore. Not unless, you know, something shows up on the map, a new area that I can load from or something. Whoops. Forgot that turn comes up right away. And since I logged off and back on, this is all back up again. Gonna fall down on me. The problem is that the logs get under my wheels, and then I can't steer and I can't get over them. So I'm just gonna try and scoot down the middle and hopefully avoid most of it. Well, I got one log under the wheels. One log on top of my load. That should disappear, yep. I've had them in my trailer before. But once you get far enough away from the bridge, they blink out. Now going up the hill would take me to the factory. I'll call it a factory for, I guess, lack of anything else to call it. Going up this way takes me to the fuel station. Suppose that factory is a place where I could, like, spawn an M134 and take a look around all the nooks and crannies. But I've done that before. Way back in the beginning of the game. So maybe there's something back there that wasn't before. I know there's 2 different loading areas in there that are active now and were not before. Trying to run over these ridges the best way to not tip the trailer over. Now where's my delivery site? Okay, the job's not on my screen anymore. Oh, that's right, because I delivered the I switched the tracking to the farm job. That's why it's not on my screen anymore, duh. Gotta tell you sometimes. Now why does it say truck with crane recommended for this? Automatic loading, automatic unloading. Let me switch around to the other side. Yeah, something like that. For pictures, you know? Okay, cargo management. Got both of them. Unload. Contract completed. No big fanfare. I guess I could dump that now. And I could probably dump the trailer too. That's not a drill bit. So, might be like repair parts or something, but it's nothing that I have a job for. Then go to the tools menu, go to garage. Find the trailer that's attached, that we're attached to. That one. No trailer. Just a truck and a fuel station. And we can close that. We could park this a little better. Now you can still load fuel here, but fuel is the only thing you can get. I'd have to put a trailer back on it to show you, but fuel is the only thing you can get here. And you have no use for fuel. You know, just on the off chance, I know this is really grasping at straws. Just on the off chance that you could get a drill bit here. But see, it's nothing but fuel. I ain't even going to worry about taking the trailer off of it. Fuck it, I just want out of the truck so I can do something else. Stop engine. Put the handbrake on. Close functions. And pull up the map. I know I've got a truck down here that I can hop into. Come on. Give me the collab. Doesn't matter that it's hooked up to something. Go to create. I know I've already got an M134 on the other side of the map. I was looking for a new one. See, there's the JB edition of the GMC MH 9500. I was downloading another JB edition, but I wouldn't have access to it unless I left the game and came back. Logged out to the main menu and came back. Where's my M134? I know I was trying to keep an eye out for a couple different things at the same time. Right at the top of the list. Now where is it? There it is. I gotta get it out here. There we go. Now I can double click and hit done. Boom. Got an M134. Now I switch to it. And then hit garage. And the only thing you can upgrade on this is put the high suspension on it. I'll reload just for good measure. You know what? Can't you change the gearbox too? No. I thought it had high, I thought it had low plus and low minus. But apparently not. I don't think I've ever used low range on this thing. We're just going to explore this area a little bit and then cut this off. Because I've explored everywhere else. I mean, just recently, just a few minutes ago, a few minutes before I started recording, I was running around in my other M134, exploring all the back alleys and everything. Places like this. Well, without hitting the telephone pole. Nothing. None but a picnic table and some toilets and a trash bin. Nothing between the containers. There's a little hole in there. Made that box go flying. I can't. Whoa! There's nothing I can hook the dang winch to. Create M134, remove, done. Now create M134, put it out here. Double click, done, garage, garage isn't coming up. Oh, probably because I'm not in the vehicle. Now I'm in the vehicle. Suspension high. Get out of garage. Close tool menu. Let's open tool menu. Go free camera. Unfortunately, it starts the machine, but as long as I don't take the brake off, it won't go anywhere. And I can fly around and look at stuff. It's quicker than driving the car around. Yeah, I keep saying release handbrake. I've driven through this area. There's the other collab. There's the M134. Here, throttling up. As I'm pushing the stick forward, I'm driving the camera the way I would drive the car. Using the triggers to rotate up and down. I can also use the camera joystick. So you wouldn't ordinarily be able to drive back here amongst all these containers. There's a lot of these big crates that all have numbers on them with a weight. 5 tons. Let's go up over and kind of make it out better. Got a bunch of numbers on the side. They're obviously just scenery. So pull back a little bit. Go over here. No drill bit. Even if the drill bit was crated up, it would be in a long frickin' crate. Maybe the dock where you can get drilling spare parts. Maybe that's where I would pick up the drill bit now. I doubt it's still grasping at straws, basically. This is pretty cool, actually. You can go down under the ground, fly back up. I could take that collab, stick an ordinary trailer on it, like well, it's got a high saddle, so I could stick an M747 trailer on it and back it up into this square here, and you can go right through buildings. This is that little area I was gonna try and get the car into, but let's go back up. Take one last look around. You know, while we're here, we should fly over the river. There's the crane. That would be the head unit of the elevator shaft for the mine. Oh, you know what I did the other day while I was doing this? You can even look at the detail on even something that you wouldn't ordinarily see up close. But what I did the other day was I flew over and visited the aircraft. And you know what it says on it? Take a guess as we're getting closer. United States Navy over Russia. I would say it's a C-130, except it's only twin engine. So maybe it's like a predecessor to the C-130. We can rise up a little bit. Pretty cool, huh? Oops, bumped the mic. You know, except for the free cam, you'd never be able to get this close to it. Yet it's still modeled to perfection, you know? So there's crows flying over the church. And there's seagulls flying over the half-frozen lake. There's the edge of the map border. Ooh, gee, you can look under the map. There's the river. And anywhere the crows are over here now. Well, these look like seagulls, but they make sounds like crows. But they have the color of seagulls. I don't know. Maybe they make a similar song. It's been years since I've been by the seashore and listened to seagulls. This is really deep. I lost a container off the bridge, and it went so far underwater I can't get it back. Can't even tell it's down there. This is where I was taking pictures from the other side at the frosty trees. We can get some altitude and take a look at the whole place. That's where I built my 3 buildings. That's where I delivered one of those big trailers. Delivered another big trailer down there. Delivered other shit down there. Picked up shit from here. Picked up shit from there. Never had anything to do with that building except for scouting it. I drove around it with the M134. We can go check it out with the flying camera. It's just another building. There's nothing special about it. Maybe he's gonna add to the map later. I started to say anywhere that you fly the camera to, you can spawn a vehicle there. I could come down here to the top of the mountain. and spawn a vehicle right there. Just go to create and pick whatever you want. So we're over the garage now. We're picking up a radio station. There's an excavator sitting at the garage. Kodiak. One of my other tagas. The wind farm. That long path. That's absolutely terrible. Look at all the rocks. Mounds of snow. And it's blocked here. That'd be the farm over there. The farm that's supposed to have a drill bit. Wait, is that the farm? There's the factory. That's the cement plant. I don't recall it having a... No, we're still over the garage. Duh. Can't bring the nose of it up. There we go. Finally. There's another airplane. Should we give it a buzz? They make it sound like it's flying. Now this is the farm where the drill bit should be. And it's just not there anymore. Or the lumber mill, I mean to say. The lumber mill. This is where we delivered the farm stuff. Also, that rectangle there is where we picked up the radioactive containers. So we delivered consumables to the same place that we picked up radioactive shit. And if we continue our tour down south, fly over the tower, over the lake. The ice cracks as if you were driving across it. There's where we would deliver the drill bit, except no drill bit. Got part of the building constructed. We'll come back to this. And the last part of town. Dogs are barking at us. The last stop on our tour. Looks like it's got a... No. Never mind. I started to say it looks like it has a road out the back, but that's the road out the front. And there's the GMC. I don't think I can change to it without going back to the M134. So we'll just exit free camera. And that puts us back here. Stop engine. Recover. Go back to the map. We'll take a quick look at the GMC and then we'll call this the end of the story of Dimka, okay? It's not going to let me jump into the GMC. It does that sometimes. Check up on my mods. Still downloading. Meteor and that JB edition. Oh, 51 mods. Take this opportunity to get a drink. It's 3 o'clock in the morning. I've got another episode prior to the one that I'm recording now that is ready to upload. But I can't do the upload and the download at the same time. See if I can get in the GMC now. I'm sure it'll work now. There she is. Her pretty truck. See what I mean? Dualies, but a thinner tire than those huge fat ones. I can put those huge fat ones on here. But I thought with this particular truck, because this truck started the game with dualies on the rear, that I thought I would leave it dualies on the rear. But just a bigger set of dualies. I can go nuts and put those huge fat tires as dualies, and the tires stick out 3 feet past the bed, past the sideboard on both sides. Crazy, man. But drives real nice. We could take it for a quick 1 or 2 minute spin. Has a good sound to it. Do I want to load something? We could see how it performs with a concrete slab in it. I wouldn't, anything else I would have to manually load. Oops. Yeah, I should probably adjust mine. It seems like everything you gotta adjust specifically. truck in the game got a facelift. How about that? And there are tons of stuff you can do to this. In fact, this is the highest suspension on it. There are lower suspensions than this. You know, this thing, high custom flex, or just high custom, or just high, or default, which is the lowest. You know, with these tires, it looks like the default suspension fits these wheels the best. The other suspensions look like they're too high for the wheels. That one don't look too bad. That one makes the front end, doesn't really raise the ass end, but makes the front end stick way up. Oh, well, I got concrete in it. Remove cargo. Isn't a fair test with all that weight in the ass end. So let's do this again. Default actually looks really nice. The fenders fit over the tires better. But of course you're going to have less ground clearance. Now that just kind of sticks the front end up in the air. It doesn't raise the ass end as much as the front end. And that just raises the front end even more, but kind of leaves the ass end where it is. And that's even more of the same effect. It's like the ass end comes up an inch, but the front end comes up 8 inches. That's weird. I'm going to stick the default on it and leave it. It looks nice just like that. Of course, when you put weight in the ass end, it's really going to drag. Well, anyways, that's good. That's all she wrote for the story of Dimka. Got everything done but that drill bit. And it glitched out. It was on the trailer and now it's gone, so there's no way I can complete that one. I'm downloading Meteor. As soon as that's done, I'll start a series on that. But we will say goodbye from the story of Dimka. And thank you for watching.